Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy True Shag here with another one, man. And dude, this is the part 2 to the crypto Quan story. Now, a few things I want to let you know about part 2. Part 2 has a one single backstory, and it will lead into a part 3. I want to make sure y'all know that there's a part 3 that's going to be coming, and it's going to be crazy. So, part 2, I go catch Quan. He makes it to his grandmother's house. I get my PlayStation back because I tell him, hey, either I get it back or I'm going to tell your grandmother. And your grandmother, she was crazy. I kid you not, this old woman was insane. Like, she was the type of person to kick him out of the house at the age of 14. So, and he knew it. So, we got my PlayStation back, went back home, boom, everything's all right. 2 weeks go by. Now, keep in mind, I'm in a club at this point in time. My brother, he's in wrestling. So the time period that we would get home is shifted a little bit. In this 2 weeks, we have both joined our own respective extracurricular activities. Now, there was a kid named Mike. I can't remember his real name. Well, we're just going to call him Mike. Now, Mike was a friend of Quan, and Quan just so happened to tell Mike that he stole the PlayStation. Not only did Quan tell Mike that he stole the PlayStation, Quan also told Mike that our porch had a house key on it. That's what's going to lead into part 3. So check this out. I come home one day, PlayStation gone, out of the house. I'm like, where's the PlayStation? Quan immediately comes to mind. Call Quan, where's my PlayStation? Oh, I don't know where your PlayStation at. Quan. Don't play with me, man. Where is my PlayStation? I don't know, man. I ain't take it. Well, who took it? I think it was Mike. Mike? Who the heck is Mike? Mike, old dude I always hang out with. I was like, how the hell Mike know how to get in my house? He probably found the key on y'all porch. I was like, how would he find it? A little bit of backstory about the key. The key was something that my mom had come up with. Now, in her mind, keep in mind, the key would be an easy way for us to get in the house and for her to get in the house if she ever left her keys and locked them in the house. Problem with that is you have to find a secret location for the key. Where was her secret location, you might be asking? Underneath the cushion of the chair, and the only chair on the porch. Bruh. It's like literally having an open invitation. Hey, Mr. Axe Murderer, come here. The key's right here. You can get in the house, no problem, and you can murder all of us. And I kid you not, this went on for almost 10 years. But that's part 3. That's part 3. Let's keep going for part 2. So when I find out that daggone Mike took the damn PlayStation, I get in touch with him. See, Mike and Quan went to a middle school. I was in high school. Crazy thing is, that high school and middle school were on the exact same street. Yes. Literally less than a block away from one another. So I see Mike. I tell Mike, I'm going to need my shit back. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. Mike was short, but he was strong. He was a good fighter. But see, Mike was the only child. And he knew that I had 2 brothers and a bunch of other sisters and a bunch of cousins who would come over to the neighborhood regularly. So he didn't want none of the smoke with the Phillips family. So I tell him, I says, I'm going to need my PlayStation back. I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to come and get my PlayStation back. Crazy thing is, the day that I decided to go to Mike's house to try to get the PlayStation, went to my house first to drop off my stuff, get some clothes on. So, just in case we actually end up fighting, I'm not fighting this in my school clothes. I'm fighting in my basketball clothes. I go up into the house. I hear the distinct sounds of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I'm like, what the heck? Keep in mind, YouTube, not a thing. It's not that big. Barely anybody knew about it. So I go up there into the room and I'm like, bro, where'd you get the PlayStation from? He said, oh, I went to Mike's house and got it. I was like, what you mean you went to Mike's house and got it? He was like, I went to Mike's house, told him to give me my PlayStation back, and he did. And then I walked home. I was like, man, you couldn't have waited for me? Like, what if he had decided to jump you with some of his friends or something? He said, didn't think about that. All I wanted was my PlayStation back. I was like, man, to that day, man, that man never, ever thought about trying to steal from our house again. Now, there's a part 3 that'll be coming in a few days. Part 3 will be instrumental into tying the whole story together. Part 3 won't, however, I will mention, Part 3 will not involve Mike or Quan. However, it will be something crazy and just downright despicable. Y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all be blessed. God watch over you. And I'm out of here.